Hello, welcome back to my channel, and hello to my new subscribers. Thanks for joining me today. Is a pick a card reading in regard to what's next for your finances and career. So for the first pile, we have Bloodstone. Second pile, this stone is called Scolecite. I hope I pronounced that right. I don't feel confident that I did, but it's something like that. The third pile is Black Obsidian, specifically Sheen Black Obsidian. And then we have this Quartz Point for pile 4. So go ahead and pause the video and make your pick. You can choose by pile or by stone. All right, pile 1, what's next in your finances and career? Your first card, deservingness. You are a beloved child of God like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. So I heard a couple things while reading this. 1, your support system will be developing. 2, you will be receiving some of the things that you have been wanting for quite some time, whether it be more money, a better job. 3, you will be accumulating skills. You are in a mode of manifestation, of optimism, where you're looking more at the things that you want, putting yourself in the mode of receptivity, which will be drawing in those things that are due to you. I'm hearing ask and you shall receive. You can have a worthwhile career, business, money flowing freely. You can have that if you believe it, if you work for it. You are deserving of it. It is a possibility for you, a great possibility for you to have what it is that you envision in terms of work. Clearing debts. So pile 1, some of you guys could have a loan, a student loan, mortgage, something car related is what I'm hearing. You may owe someone something. Whatever it is that you owe, that is being cleared. And a part of how you can clear your debt is by paying it forward. When it comes to your money, there were things that were burdening you before that won't be sometime soon. I'm also hearing something about a credit score. Your credit score is going to change. It's going to evolve. It's going to raise. And with your credit score, when that raises up, you will be exposed to new ideas and having access to some of the things that maybe you weren't able to have access to before. Certain things that you have wanted, maybe a house, a car. I know that there's certain technology that you can't get until they look at your credit score, until they look at the background of what your debts are. So it says, your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. So even your attitude about money is changing in a way where you will be attracting more into your life. How you feel about it. You know how some people say money is the root of all evil? That type of attitude can cause someone to have poverty consciousness. You are supposed to align yourself with money, not deter yourself from it. Everything is energy. So if you have a positive outlook about money, then you can have positive outcomes a lot of the time with money. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. See, I just said that. I talked about how when you change your perspective in regard to money, that you can begin to find yourself in financial situations that are more favorable for you. So what's next for you is a clearing of debt, as said before, your mind changing in regard to how you view money, coming up with a logical plan to clear up some of your present obligations. Some of you have bills that you will be reconsidering as to whether you should pay towards anymore. And that is what's going to lighten your load, is by taking a look at what your expenses are and what you want to be able to afford in the near future. Seven of Swords. Okay, so for some of you, when it comes to your career, you may end up finding out that someone is doing something underhanded, or that you may have found out that someone was either taking money from you or not giving you the amount that you truly deserve. Something about hours, like the time that you put in, like when you're working, you want to make sure that you're documenting how many hours you are working. And when you do get your check, make sure that it is being calculated correctly. If that does not apply to you, it could simply be that maybe someone is trying to get close to you in regard to money or in regard to career that you need to be very mindful of. Trying to get to you in a way where it's not exactly positive and it looks like someone is only looking out for themselves with this Seven of Swords. But with this peacock feather here, it does show me that you are protected. Understand that everything that glitters is not gold. And also, when you are handling your money, what I'm hearing is that make sure that you get all the information that you need in regard to an investment or to a new business venture, or in regard to like a job interview. Like if you have interviewed with someone recently, or you plan on it, make sure you're realistic about the job description. Make sure that you're seeing everything for what it's worth. because I do see some desperation here in this card, where either you're desperate to find something to sustain yourself, or someone could be desperate to hire, and you just want to make sure that you will be getting what's due to you and what's worth it to you based on the time and the energy that you will be putting forth. Eight of Wands. So this is a good card to get, because when it comes to your finances and your career, you're moving forward, and this energy is coming in fast. Some of you guys have been waiting for say so about you getting hired. Like, you could be waiting from a potential employer, or you could be waiting for money to come through, either entering your bank account or through the mail. There is a message here that's coming through that's either saying that you are like the message overall, like that you'll be getting, whether it be from an employer or money entering your account or through the mail, is just pretty much, it signifies that you're receiving money. So you're gonna be receiving something soon. Your money, like you're gonna be able to build upon your money. This is money that you will be getting that you can save over time. Okay, the Eight of Cups. When it comes to how you spend, what's next is that you have to make sure that what you're spending money on is worth it, and make sure that you are not spending based on emotion, but rather using your brain. So there is, what I'm hearing, an emotional attachment to money, in the sense that if you are not feeling like yourself, you may be more likely to spend in order to make yourself feel better. And what I'm hearing is that Spirit is stepping in to teach you to not do that anymore. For some of you, what I'm hearing is that something is being taken away as a way for you to handle your emotions, your emotional state in a different way, rather than spending it. So I am hearing that what's next for you is you just becoming more responsible in terms of how you handle money and emotions, which is similar to what I said earlier with clearing debts. So not only is your mental changing, but so are your emotions towards how you spend and why you do it. Is emotional spending, kind of like emotional eating, right? Many people don't talk about emotional spending. Okay, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So for some of you, I'm hearing that someone has offered you something and it looks like they didn't keep their word, but it is okay. You do not need to rely on this person. Know that you will be independent enough to where you won't have to ask this person for anything. If that does not apply to you, this could simply be saying that you are being asked to take a step back when it comes to your finances at this time. In your career, you want to reassess your goals, your financial goals, as well as your career goals before moving forward. Like there's some type of halt or some type of break that you will need to take before moving to the next step. Some of you guys are second guessing yourselves in regard to your relationship with money and your career. You may be wondering, like when it comes to your career, is this the avenue that you need to be in? So I see you like really taking your time to figure that out. And that is okay, because sometimes when we switch up, it can signify growth. It's okay if you need to change your avenue of career or business. So, this is a time to just reassess, where it is that you want to go, how you want to invest your time, your money, your resources, and then go from there. Okay, the Empress in reverse. Okay, what I'm hearing is that some of you, when it comes to spending your money, it could more so be going towards others than yourself. I'm seeing where you need to take better care of yourself and really hone in on your own inner resources. And this is something outside of money. When it comes to abundance, abundance may be blocked a bit. And this is why Spirit is trying to clear up these debts. Also, if you're working, for some of you, it could be that your job is taking a lot out of you. Your business is taking up a lot of your time, a lot of your energy, and you need a moment to recoup, to really bring the focus back into yourself so that you can take care of your needs, because it does show me that you have a lot to offer. There are a lot of things that you can do. Like you already have a pretty good set of skills is what I'm seeing right here. But it's like when you put out your inner resources, it's not exactly coming back around to you. It's like going out to others and not coming back, or going out into things and not coming back. So kind of like this card, you need to reassess how it is that you're spending your time and money, and figure out, is it truly worth it? Is this worth my sanity? Is this worth this? Is it worth that? So, finding your worth and then going from there. Okay. All right, Pile One, that was what was next for you in terms of finances and career. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Gonna move on to Pile 2. Okay, guys. Positivity, faith, and optimism. So there is good karma coming towards your finances and your career at this time. A lot of strength is here. I see Leo energy. Someone has your back. Someone wants to give you something to help you either get promoted or move on to the next level. Like I see an upgrade for this pal so far. It says you open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep faith and keep going. So, some of you guys may not really know what's next in terms of like your career and finances. You might be trying to figure out like how things are going to work out for you, because you might not be in the most perfect situation. But I see here that for this pal, you guys are relying heavily on faith. And if you are not at that point yet, you are being asked to do so. Just because you may not have like a lot of money right now, or you don't have certain resources, it doesn't mean that things are not possible. Things can literally come from out of thin air if you put your mind to it. Like seriously. I remember there was this article that I read about this man. I think he was like on the TikTok app, and you know how they do on TikTok. So come to find, like, he didn't have a car. He was actually like, some people came together that saw his TikTok videos, and they granted him a new vehicle. So little things like that, you just never know where, how you're going to get your blessing. Take a divinely guided chance. So within your faith, You need to take a risk. You're being called to go ahead and take that step forward, step outside of your comfort zone. You are being guided to go somewhere that you have never gone before through this uncertainty. All positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar, but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. So didn't I just say taking a risk? Some of you guys are being called to leave a job. Now don't take my word for it. You'll know if this is you. If you've been getting that little feeling that this was something you needed to do. This is at your own discretion. I'm not saying you should leave your job and you only have, like, if you only have $5 in your account, I'm not saying that you should leave your job. What I'm saying is that something is changing for you to where you are stepping out of your comfort zone, whether it be speaking up for yourself more on the job, or demanding more hours, demanding less hours, getting more of what it is that you are worth. This is about your self-worth and what you deem for yourself. If you are assertive, someone is going to want to give it to you because you believe that you should have it. And this is the positivity and assertiveness that you need to bring forth in order to get those meaningful opportunities, because no one else is going to take you seriously if you do not show through words and actions that this is who you are, a certain person, and this is what you should have, whatever that is. More money, like better investment, like a better financial opportunity. Like, there's just so much here that you guys could open up the door for. Okay, 10 of Swords in reverse. So some of you guys are coming out of a period where you weren't exactly the most optimistic, but it looks like you were coming out of that, if not already. You may have had financial woes, and for some of you it looks like you're getting back on your feet. That something is turning around for you. What I'm hearing is something about, I heard the quote, coming back from the dead. There's something that maybe you thought in terms of money or career that you thought was dead. It will be beneficial to you. Something's coming back around for you. Something is being reignited that is supposed to be due to you. Two of Cups in reverse. Now, for some of you, what I'm hearing is that when it comes to what you want and your needs, like I was saying earlier, you want to make sure that your words and actions are in alignment. You want to prove to people that you deserve what it is that you want. Do you think Oprah Winfrey got to where she is today by being docile? Not at all. When you're going for these opportunities and what you want, even if it's for like a job interview or even in a job, you want to make sure that yourself and other professionals are on the same page. Okay? Make sure that they understand what you are willing to give, what you can and cannot do. And when it comes to your finances, you want to make sure that you are in the state of being able to have that free flow, that free flowing energy. Because for some of you, I am seeing a stagnant energy here, where like how money could at one point like stop and start for you. Like you see it coming in and then it starts to like taper off. Like maybe other things start getting in the way. things start happening where you end up having to put out more money than what's coming in, this is what you have to be mindful of, about what the energy is that you're putting out. Seven of Cups in reverse. So when it comes to this risk that you need to take in regard to your career and your financial goals, what's next for you is opening up those avenues for yourself to where you are not limiting your own options. Do research, get an idea, get a vision of where else you could fit in this world. See the possibilities, because there are many out here. And maybe there's a lot that you could not see for yourself. Maybe you did not try to see it, did not try to believe that you could have something. But you can believe, you can, acquire something if you feel it, if you see it, if you can smell it, things like that. So I'm just seeing where you have to open up more senses in regard to your finances and career. I'm also hearing something about purpose, like getting more visionary about your purpose. What does that look like? It's time to get more flexible about that. It doesn't have to be a hard thing to figure out. And when you're on your journey to figuring these things out, you want to be lighthearted. Like, there's no need to be frustrated. Like, just let it flow. Now, the Five of Cups are showing me the mistakes you may have made with your finances, and in terms of career, how you are being hard on yourself due to some of the choices you may have made with how you handle money, or even some of the mistakes you could have made in terms of career, maybe not being as enthusiastic, maybe not being as passionate. You may have come across jobs that just didn't really spark your interest, and then it ends up bringing you through this cycle over and over and over again, where you just come to find that it ends up not being for you, and then you have to start all over again into the next thing. So the Five of Cups is showing me a cycle of some sort that you go through over and over and over again. So what's next for you is just addressing this cycle. And this is why you have to take this divinely guided chance, so that you can get out of this and go closer towards where you are supposed to be with your finances, with your career. And it's time to recover what you have lost and start something new, so that, maybe, in the long run, there won't be as many losses. And there is a lesson in this. Learning how to get out of something that's not working, whether it be a job or how you're just going about things with your money, who you're giving it to, how you're spending it on yourself and on things in general. I'm hearing that it's just a learning process that you have to go through. We all make mistakes, and some things are worth crying over, being worried about, because it's making an impact, and it's bringing forth those fears, those worries, those doubts. This is about the things that are meaningful to you. And you have to ask yourself if you are being true to what it is that you say that you want, who it is that you're trying to be. And For this pile, this is a part of your purpose as well. Being able to step and move towards where you're supposed to go rather than rehashing on things over and over and over again when you already know it does not work. So pile 2, that is the end of your reading. Oops. And I'm going to move on to pile 3. Okay, pile 3, what is next for your finances and career? Employment change. Okay, so some of you guys are leaving a job, could have a promotion, something is shifting. Some of you could be going from employed to unemployed, from unemployed to employed, okay? Your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. Okay, so Spirit has something better in mind for you. You just have to be willing to take it. For some of you, it may be out of your scope, meaning like this is an employment change of maybe like you never thought that you would be in something like this. So something out of the ordinary. Have courage to ask for and accept help. There is an exchange that needs to take place here. You could need some sort of assistance with getting to where you are supposed to go. There are people that will be coming towards you to help you. You just have to be open to it. You have ancestors. You have people around you, like either people that are already around you or people who will be coming forth to help you. You just have to be willing to let them help you. It's time to start asking people questions, like asking questions and allowing people to ask you questions, because you never know how the conversation may unfold. It might be something that you need. Have you ever had a conversation before about one thing, and then it turns into a different conversation, and the person is like, yeah, so and so works at blah blah blah, or I know a place that's doing this type of training, right? So there's some type of exchange that needs to happen here through conversation, through help. And when you are privy to this information, you are going to know that it is something that you were supposed to receive, and it's gonna help you push forward in terms of your career, your change of employment. And it may not even be an actual person. It could just be you roaming on the internet and then something pops up, little messages like that. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. Very often when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Like I said, be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. Yes, so what's coming next for you in terms of finances and career is that there will be even exchanges. You are going to receive what it is that you need if you ask. And what's being required to level this out is simply you just giving back. You see, they're both giving to each other. And this is a cycle that you want to keep going for yourself. Okay, I have the Six of Wands in reverse. So for some of you, there could be a position, a job position that you thought you were worthy for, that you thought you were gonna get, and then come to find you end up not getting it. If this is your case, if something does not work out, know that something else better is coming. You may be feeling defeated about something that you did not get, powerless because of how things are going. Some things that are happening for you in terms of finances and career are out of your control right now, and you have to let divine timing happen. You are moving towards what it is that you want, but you have to step into your power. No matter what the result is, you have to know that you are good enough to receive what it is that you want. There is an imbalance here, a disharmony. For some, what I'm seeing is an imbalance between employee and management. And this type of conflict, this type of limitation is what could possibly be pushing you towards this employment change. Like through this experience and you seeing how some people can be and how the job actually goes, you could just say, you know what? This is actually something I don't want to do. I want to find something else. If I'm going to be working a job, I have a career, I have a business, I need it to look like this. This is the stance that you want to take in order to be in your power. These are the constructive steps towards where you will want to go. Because like I said, when it comes to like management or corporations, how they do some things isn't exactly fair to the employees. Maybe you just want to do things a different way. Maybe you want to be your own boss. Maybe you feel burdened because you cannot be your own boss. Maybe this employment change that you will be making as far as what's next is having to do with you being more self-sufficient. The King of Swords. Some of you guys may have a boss that is pretty direct in communication, or this could be you with this energy having to make effort to be more honest with yourself about things. Taking upon this King of Swords energy, someone who's mature, someone who knows what they want, like they speak it and people not only understand it, but they take your words seriously. What's next is you being more of a person of your word. If this does apply to work or finances, some type of truth is going to come through. And it's going to make things clear. I think it's also going to put you in a seat of power based on the information that you get. And these scenarios are different for each person. So please just, figure out what resonates with you. I know a lot of people are not employed at this time, but anything is possible at this point. You can create your own business. Okay. Let's see what the other cards say. The Emperor. Yeah, so you standing more in your power, being more sure of what it is that you want, how you want things to be. I would say that the support that you will be reeling in is what's going to help you up on your feet and make you an upstanding person. For some of you, there could also be a man that's coming to help you. Maybe this is who the King of Swords and the Emperor are about. Some of you guys are going to be going into a leadership role. And people are going to be looking up to you for advice, for words of certainty. And the King of Swords and the Emperor can do that. Okay, Queen of Wands in reverse. Some of you guys may be Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Venus, Leo. What's next in your finances and career is just getting your power back and not being reactive to the uncontrollable things that may happen in your life. Because as I said before, things happen in divine timing. You want to adhere to your creativity right now. You may not feel that motivated at this time to start something new. But that will change. You have to take your power back. I'm also hearing that you need to be mindful of who you tell things, like who you tell about your plans and stuff like that, because some of you are feeling away because maybe another person around you may have told you that you'll never be able to do something, that you just cannot do it. And what you were told maybe had kind of like drained you a bit. I'm seeing low self-esteem here. Someone feeling like they cannot make changes, but you can. You got to stand up for yourself. Stand up for what you feel is right now at this time. That is a part of your employment change, going towards where you feel you should be and, being confident within that. You have to build up your confidence at this time. You have to build it up in process of this employment change. And like I said, I think that these people who are going to be helping you could help you feel more self-empowered and confident. I'm hearing that for pile 3, you just need a little boost. Okay? Thank you, pile 3. I'm moving on to pile 4. All right, so what's next for pile 4 in terms of finances and career? Bountiful nature. Ooh, so a lot of abundance here for you guys in the form of health, money, opportunities. You have been very focused on your harvest and the things that you have been building and planting seeds, and you're just making the plants grow and you're watering them. You're very attentive. You are just very focused on making something grow, and I'm hearing that it's working. Spending time in nature helps you shift to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or hike with your pet. Meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness. Okay. I'm not really sure what else to say about this card because I already feel like pile 4 is doing this. You guys are taking the time to do these things, and it may not be exactly what the card is saying verbatim. It could be in another form where you're writing down your goals and you're just going at it and you're checking off your list. It's like you write down one thing and then as soon as you complete it, you're like, all right, got that done. What's next? That's the energy that I'm getting, is that this pile is on it when it comes to their goals in terms of career and what they want to see financially. I'm seeing a money tree. Money is growing for you, pile 4. The opportunities for your career, for your business are expanding. There is expansion here. Raise or promotion. All right, so there is a level up happening in business and career. More money, as stated before. It says, congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. So yeah, see, previously I said that I felt that you guys were already working at it. Your hard work is paying off. These are the results of what you've been doing all this time. You are being promoted in life. This could look like different things for some of you. It's not going to be the same for everyone. But what I do know is that money is growing abundantly. You're going to be good financially. You're either being promoted in your job, being promoted in your business. You are taking things to the next level. Here in the next few months, people are going to see your business. People are going to see your career change. And they're going to know that you have leveled up, that something has changed about you, that you have received some sort of blessing that was not there before. And this is due to your hard work. People are going to see that growth. They're seeing you from point A to like point G, that type of change where things are different because you've been working at it. Okay. So 9 of Wands in reverse. Something is being unleashed here based on what I'm seeing. Something is being unleashed or something needs to be unleashed. This could have something to do with how you need to channel your energy at this time. So I would say that, what's coming next is just you finding an outlet on how to channel like maybe extra energy that you could have. I don't want to say that the energy is scattered, but there is a lot here. And some of the forms that you could use to transmute this is through exercise, like dance, yoga, possibly meditation, writing, things like that. Like I'm just seeing like so much energy here, like to the point where it can be a little difficult for you to like relax. So this is, something to keep in mind that you need to unleash, because some of you guys have been working so hard to the point where you're not really taking breaks or you just got a lot on your plate. Okay, the Lovers in reverse. So some of you guys have a love-hate relationship in terms of your career or where you are now in your life. And this is a duality that needs to be bridged. So when this is bridged, it's like, when I think of marriage, because you can see that these two people are marrying one another, right? It's about coming together, compromising, collaborating, cooperation. Did I already say cooperation? Okay. And learning to accept them as they are. And this is kind of like where you're at right now. Like you have to there are going to be things that we don't like, right? And that's okay. But in the midst of that, we have to learn how to still appreciate it, like be thankful. So it's like there could be a job that you hate. And then, the positive side, you could say, yeah, I don't exactly like this job, but I'm glad that I have it because some people don't have one. Like it gives me the money that I need to, to sustain myself and my expenses. So, what's coming up next for you is that to prolong this abundance that you are in or going into, you have to show gratitude. That's what I'm getting with this card, with the Lovers in reverse, is that there needs to be some form of gratitude. And you need to align your head with your heart. And the example that I gave is how you do that. Okay, I have the Knight of Wands. You have a new venture coming up. And I see that it's going to make you feel good. Excuse me. A new creative venture, and it's going to fuel your curiosity, fuel your creativity. And I just see you going for it. You're not going to waste any time. going for what it is that you want. You want to get right to it. You want to experience it. You want to be able to channel your energy and just try it. The Tower. So there is a major change coming up ahead for you with your money, with your career and or business. It's also calling for just changes that are going to be made on your part, or that need to be made. There is a shift happening. It may seem a bit chaotic at first, but it's going to lead you to the initial place that I mentioned before, which is you having this abundance, this promotion, this raise. And sometimes we have to, shut certain things down or make major changes in order to let in what we want. So the fact that this is bountiful nature having to do with abundance, and then you have raise or promotion, it just lets me know that something major is coming in for you. And that's why this major change is happening, because in order to let in something major, a major change has to occur. So it's going to be well worth it in the end. I'm not getting anything negative. You are protected. You are being looked out for. It's just that there's a huge shift here for you, and it's going to put you in a good place. It's like you're going to end up somewhere so drastic that just the previous week or even last month or last year is going to be totally different. And when you end up there, you're going to be like, yeah, obviously you know how you got there, but it's almost going to be kind of like a dream come true. It's like, wow, look at what I did. I can't believe this is happening. That's the energy that I'm getting. So it could, for some of you, it could come off a bit as a shock, which is totally normal. So yeah, just let the universe do what it needs to do, and keep up the good work. Like Power 4, this is pretty nice. So yes, I hope you liked this reading. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and make sure you click on the bell so that you can be the first, one of the first to get my videos when I post them. Thank you again, and I'll talk to you guys soon.